Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I am so excited to be with you guys today. Lots of you have been sending birthday wishes. Thank you so much. Yeah, today's my actual birthday, and I couldn't be more excited than to be here stamping and creating with you guys. I decided I'm going to make my own birthday cards. And so we're going to create these really fun flap coals. It's a coals. Okay, we're going to try that again. These are so much fun. They're super easy. I have got tips and tricks to making these cards really easy. I'm going to go ahead and flip my camera around and let's get my friends up here. Whoops, not that screen. That's a weird screen.
There you go.
Okay, so something really exciting happened when we all got on. And on our screen over here, I'm seeing all these, it's in green. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what does that mean? Guys, we have members on our YouTube membership.
Yay!
I'm so excited. I just sent the email out about it yesterday or in my newsletter. So I just have to give some shout outs. Is that okay?
Of course.
I'm super excited. So Julie Curtis, is it okay if I give last names? We're going to try it. Deborah Lawton, Bonnie B, Beverly McGuire, Ron JP59, Michelle Townsley. I got to be careful when I scroll because it does something to the names. Sandra Davis, Carol Chisholm, Eileen Hills, Jane Wick, Karen Reinhardt. Oh, I got one more. And Liz Smith. Now, some of you, I went and I gave a shout out in the comments. But that's because at the time, like only these few were showing up. And then I don't know, I hit something on my computer and now I'm seeing a whole bunch of you. So welcome.
You did miss one very important member.
Oh, Christina Stewart. Christina is there. She is there. Well, we have got lots of you guys on here. Oh, Debbie C says it's her first live. Welcome, Debbie.
Yay.
Love it when you guys can be here live. And Ireland, Valerie is here from Ireland. Oh, you know what, Debbie? I was just watching, like something showed up in my feed of videos of like people hiking through Ireland. And I want to go there so bad. It's so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We've got Maria from Puerto Rico. Oh, lots of you are wishing me happy birthday. Gail from Wisconsin. Deborah from New York. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys are joining me. It's going to be a fun day. I'm excited to create these cards. And again, thank you guys who have joined the membership. We're really excited. If you're not familiar with that, this is an optional thing. As we like to say, nothing is changing with your where you've subscribed to my channel. Okay. You're not being charged for that. Everything I do will still be here on YouTube. So we're still going to do our Tuesday tip videos and we're still going to do our YouTube lives and they'll still be free downloads at Simply Simple Stamping. Okay. All that's going to remain the same. This is just kind of some bonus content. So we have a simple stamping supporter. That's just those of you who say, hey, Connie, I appreciate your videos and I want to send a little love your way. There's that option. And then we have a Fun Fold friend. And this one's going to get you some exclusive lives with me during the month. And we're going to get the diagrams. If there's diagrams with any of my projects, you're going to get that. And here's the nice little bonus here is all the downloads will all be in one place for you. So that's another nice little perk. Christina, am I missing anything?
Not that's coming to me immediately.
Yeah. Okay. When if we have, we apologize. Yeah. And then our Fancy Fold fanatics, you guys are going to get written tutorials for all my videos. You're going to get the diagrams. You're going to get that live. You're going to get a social hour. We're calling it the social hour and happy hour. The social hour is where we're going to just get on. We're going to have some chat time. It's going to be great because we're going to be creating together on these exclusive lives. As I like to say, nice and slow. You're going to stamp and create right along with me. We're not going to be in a hurry. You know, sometimes on a video like this, I kind of have to get things going. I promise, and I will get things going here in a second. But these lives are for those of you who just want to get together and craft together, literally craft together. It's going to be great. I'm super, super excited. All right. Well, I'm going to jump in. Oh, I got to show you. I'm also wearing my birthday toppers today.
Of course.
Little confetti going on here. So I'm ready to celebrate. So, okay. You guys ready?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Let's move things over here. We're going to go right here. Let me get myself on there. I got to make sure my mic's on. It is. Okay. There's always something that I've forgotten. Okay. Let me set this card off to the side because we're going to start with this one here. I love cake. Cake, whether it's Little Debbie or Dolly Madison, I love them. We're going to create this really fun birthday cake card. So, you know what? Before we jump in, I do want to let you know, because yes, there is a free download that goes along with the video. So don't write down any measurements. You've got all the measurements right here. Here's all my supplies that I used. Friends, if you need to come back and watch the video again, you can click or scan, either one. Click or scan the QR code. It's going to bring you right back here to the YouTube video. But everyone gets that for free. And then I also have a complete supply list. So visual. You can either follow that link or you can just click this graphic. It'll take you to my online store. And if you're in the United States, anything you see me order, you'll be able to order right there. It's just another way you can support my channel. Friends, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's what allows me to do what I do. So I truly appreciate that. Free download. Brenda's going to post it. You can also find it at simplysimplestamping.com, or you can look down in the YouTube description. I've got a direct link for you for that download. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to use Misty Moonlight as my card base. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Basic card, right? Okay, I'm going to grab my paper trimmer and we are going to cut off one end to 1 1/4 inches. All right, 1 1/4. And I'm going to set that off to the side for a second because we're going to work with this. This is now a 1 1/4 by 5.5. We're going to cut it down to 4 inches. That's our little scrap. And now we're going to score this piece, and we're going to score it at 3/4 of an inch. All right. So really, really simple to create. This is going to create our flap. Kind of nice that we can use what's left over to create the flap, right? All right. Let me grab a bone folder. I'm going to give this a good crease, and I'm going to go ahead and give this little flap piece a crease. Let me set that off to the side. We're going to do some stamping. I do not have any grid paper over here, so I'm going to use this. My stamp set today, you guys, I think we're using just about every stamp in this stamp set. I'm not kidding. I mean, you should see my box. Well, I guess I can show you. I have so many stamps. We're using a lot today. So Cake Fancy. This has been one of my favorite stamp sets. I really love it. Can you see the detail? This is a distinctive stamp. So we get this beautiful detail in our stamping. So we're going to be using that stamp set. And let's go ahead. I'm going to show you my colors today. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty and Pink, Petunia Pop, Soft Seafoam, Crumb Cake, and Misty Moonlight. Let's start with some Misty Moonlight. And I'm going to start with this little stamp and this stamp and this stamp. Okay. So Misty Moonlight ink pad. And I'm going to attempt to stamp and chat at the same time because this is like super easy. Right? This is like a no-brainer. We're just going to stamp. I'm going to fold this over so I can get like maybe one there and one there. I'm going to do the same thing here to the inside. Trisha says, good morning from Wisconsin. Happy birthday, Connie. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. I think I told you guys in my newsletter, it's been a crazy week.
It's always a good day when you start with delicious donuts from your daughter.
Christina brought me these really, really cool donuts. They're called sugar llamas. I don't know if you guys have these where you're from. I don't know. It could be a local thing. I'm not sure. But they're like these little donuts. They're like this big, and they make them fresh right there in front of you. And then they have all these toppings that they drizzle on it. Oh, guys, it's pure heaven. Well, anything that starts with donut is pure heaven, in my opinion. But anyway, she brought me some birthday ones with birthday sprinkles. And then the other one was s'mores. So it had chocolate and marshmallow and graham cracker on it. So good. So good. All right. So you guys can see I'm just, you know me, I kind of like to always make my own designer series paper. That's really what I'm doing here. I'm just adding just some great background. And I did it there on the inside too, because I thought it really made the inside look really pretty. All right, I think that's pretty good. Now this is like, this is the center of the flower. And we're going to stamp that as well inside all of our flowers. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can. It's one I always want to read. Ooh, somebody's here from Finland. Satu, am I saying your name right? Oh, Finland. I had a friend who was a foreign exchange student in high school from Finland. Can I tell you a story about that? So she had never had pizza before when she came to America. And I introduced her to pizza. And I will never forget the look on her face. Like, wait, you do what? You eat it like this? And oh, she fell in love with pizza. And oh, now I'm going to show my age. I also took her to see a movie, Back to the Future. She didn't understand any of it, bless her heart. I, of course, had never seen it yet. And so I was blown away. I thought this was the most incredible movie. I still think it's one of the most incredible movies ever made. That storyline just blew my mind. And anyway, yeah, that's whenever I think of Finland, I think of her and I think of her. Whoops, I got to add my dots to my flowers. And I think of taking her. Oh, one better. It was a drive-in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, welcome to America. Wonder whatever happened to her. She was so sweet. And it was just really fun to get to know her. So, all right. Well, there's my little chat on Finland. Okay, guys, there we go. Front and back. Let's, you know what? Let's keep stamping. Let's keep stamping before we put our card together. So let me set this off to the side. And I am going to bring in, I need to clean that little leafy image because we're going to use it again in another color. So I have got 2 pieces of cardstock. These are basic white 3x3. So these are for the flaps. Okay. So I'll tell you what. Oh, I cleaned that too soon because I'm not done. That's fine. Misty Moonlight again. And we're going to do kind of that same homemade DSP look here. I'm going to, well, is that what I did? No, see, I was supposed to clean it. All right. I did it right. Let's see. We're going to come back to that. Let's stamp some more flowers. Let's do some in pretty in pink. We'll do this one here. This stamp set, if you guys like to stamp flowers, this stamp set has so many in it. And can you guys see what I'm going to zoom in because I need you guys to see this. Look at, I just stamped it in pretty in pink, but do you see how the insides they just pop? So cool. So very cool. I love that.
Real quick, I just want to share something fun. I think Nancy Clark has created a drinking game around lives. She said, I forgot to make my coffee so I could play the Connie Says Coffee game. So I guess every time you say coffee, she takes a sip of hers.
Oh my gosh, that's the
By
best
the end
thing
of it, I'm
heard.
sure she's just real jazzed and ready to start.
Yeah. Whoops. Zoomed out a little too far there. Let's try. There we go. Okay. Got some pretty in pink. We're going to come in now with some crumb cake, and we've got another little flower because can you have enough flowers? No, you cannot. We're going to be using these. Ooh, except I didn't give myself a ton of space here. So, all right. Well, what do I do? There's really just not a good space for my, I wasn't thinking. Okay, we're going to make them attach. You know, sometimes you just get creative, right? Okay, I think that'll work. Now we can bring in some soft sea foam and we'll add our little leaves. Again, I just think the soft sea foam, this is also going to help kind of fill in wherever you have white space. You can come in, you can add that. My very last thing, of course, is that cute little dot in the center, because it's going to make my flowers. See, look at that on the pretty in pink and the crumb cake. Wow. The crumb cake, by the way, does the same thing. Did I pick up the wrong stamp? Did I do? Oh my gosh, that's what I did wrong, you guys. That's the wrong stamp. Okay. Do as I say, not as I do. That should have been the smaller stamp. I'm going to blame it on sugar, llamas. I just ate too much sugar this morning. So yeah, Nancy, I think for me, it's probably I just had too much sugar instead of too much coffee. Although I did have my coffee today. Can I function without it? No, I cannot. All right. I'm going to set that one off to the side. And now let's do our birthday cake, because this is my favorite part. Okay. Starting with my Misty Moonlight. We're going to take our sentiment, birthday wishes. I'm going to stamp it at an angle. I smeared it, so let's flip that over. Try that again, straight down. We'll add a couple of our little bursty things. There is bursting. Okay, let's take our pedestal for our cake. And by the way, I'm making my own cake today. I will probably have to share the recipe because I'm really excited about the cake I'm making. Growing up, I loved raspberry zingers. I don't even know if they make them anymore. I absolutely loved raspberry zingers. And that is what I would eat every single day. And if my mom's on here, she's probably not going to be happy with me because she sent me with lunch money and I spent it on raspberry zingers. Sorry, Mom. Okay, real quick. I have to stop because I have to tell you. In crumb cake, I'm stamping the cake. This part's important. Bring it all the way over to the right on the pedestal, okay? Because we're going to be adding frosting right there. I thought I better stop and tell you that before I kept going. But yeah, every day I would stop and I would get a package of raspberry zingers. And gee, why do I have a weight problem? I don't know. But anyway, this is a raspberry zinger cake. I hope it's as good as I remember raspberry zingers to be. It's gonna be a good cake though. Okay, stamping some pink frosting, and then this is a little side frosting because you know that's how you make a cake, right? Okay, so there's my cake. Now I'm going to do one more thing. You could leave it just like this, by the way, but I decided to bring in my petunia pop. This is the only time I'm using the petunia pop, but we are going to take that and you're just going to go right in between the cake and the frosting and just give it a little bow.
Michelle has a great idea here. She says raspberry zingers are good deep fried with vanilla ice cream.
Okay, I'm all about deep fried. Woo! Michelle, that sounds good. Okay, I don't know if I'm willing to try to deep fry it, but if I went to the fair or something and saw deep fried raspberry zingers, yeah, I would be getting that. Let's do one more bit of stamping. And this is here for the inside. So let me show you. This is going to be pretty quick here. So and keep opening and closing ink pads. You guys know me. If I don't, I end up wearing it. So I'm going to stamp enjoy. And I'm going to stamp in crumb cake. Enjoy your special day. And we'll put that right there. You know, this could easily be a Mother's Day card. Enjoy your special day. I mean, that works, doesn't it? Okay, we're going to come back in with soft sea foam. And there's another little stamp. So many little stamps. So this just kind of filled it in. All right. Now, you notice I've got some hearts going down the side. I'm going to come back to that. All right. I'll show you why when we get to it. Let's start to put our card together. So I'm going to bring my card outside, inside. outside, inside. It does not matter. Okay. So you don't have to measure it, but I think it's helpful. If you will measure 1/2 inch from the bottom or 2 3/4 from the top, whichever way. And I'm going to give myself a little tick mark. You're not going to see it. We're going to have that covered up. So I'm not at all worried about my tick mark. You're going to take that little flap. All right. We're going to go heavy with the adhesive. All right. Make sure we need it to hold on. Okay. There's my tick mark. The fold is down. And we're going to line it up there on the side. There's my tick mark. Okay. So it's going to go right there. We're going to cover this. So let's go ahead and cover that real quick. We've got crumb cake, Misty Moonlight and crumb cake. Oh, so beautiful. This is a 4 by 5 1/4. And that's how we're going to hide that flap. All right. We want that gone. I'm going to add the inside of my card. And then we'll do those hearts here in a minute because I don't want to do them just yet. All right. I've got another piece of crumb cake that's 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I'm going to fold this flap over. Guys, this might be a video that you have to come back and watch again because we do have a lot going on here. But, oh, and remember, if you're a fun fold or fancy fold fanatic, you'll have the written tutorial. So, okay, I went a little far over there on my adhesive. I'm not too worried about it because a ribbon's going to go there. But you're going to kind of want to line it up on all the sides there. Okay, we've got that. No dimensionals also on this card. Okay, no dimensionals. There's just an awful lot going on here. I decided, even though I thought dimensionals would be gorgeous, might be a little too much. Let's put our birthday wishes on the front. Our piece that Connie messed up, so I might just barely tack it on there because I think I'm going to want to go and fix that. You know, it's a little 3 by 3. So it's an easy enough. I can go back and fix that. Okay, let's go ahead and come back in with Pretty in Pink. I'm going to show you how we're going to do these hearts. This is why I didn't want to do it yet because this is where they need to go. So I kind of want to fill up this space. All right. So just kind of back and forth all the way down your card. There's where you're going to write your message. And those hearts kind of help you as well, you know, where you don't want to go past. So kind of like that. Okay, friends, last thing we're going to do is we're going to add some ribbon. I recommend leaving it on the spool. It just is a little bit easier to work with. So we're going to tie this in a bow. This is the Pretty in Pink bordered ribbon. And it ties beautifully, by the way. If you guys have this ribbon, yeah, it ties so smooth. I love it. We'll trim off. See, we just don't have a lot of waste that way. I kind of like doing that. All right, friends, boom, boom. That's how you make a flap card. Isn't it just, it's so fun. And really all we did is we took the extra here and added it to the side. So it really does not take any more cardstock than any standard card you might make. Okay, let's go over one more card. I know we're getting late, but first I gotta move some stuff. There's just stuff everywhere. And so I'm gonna move this out of my way really quick and bring in my other card. And good news, I kind of did some of it for you. So this one uses a really fun stamp set called One More Year. This dog, oh my gosh, this dog cracks me up. But it worked, this stamp set worked really well for this card because there were several images that I got to use. So happy birthday, another wrinkle wiser. Thanks. It's so true. You're how old in dog years you'd be? I don't even want to know. At least you're not as old as you'll be next year. So it's a really fun card. So I did kind of do some things here in advance. So there's my little flap. Remember, we just folded it over and adhered it to the inside. I used Highland Heather. that 4 by 5 1/4 to cover it. All my measurements are the same. Okay. Nothing changed. And then my basic white is a 3 3/4 by 5. Let's see this one. How about some designer series paper instead of stamping? So this is, where did my adhesive go? This is Summer Splash. Again, one of my favorite colors. And I loved it. This is Lemon Lime Twist. I have suddenly gravitated to Lemon Lime Twist. Do you guys go through phases with colors? I mean, sometimes you're just like all over a color and I don't know, it's just crazy. So these pieces of designer series paper are 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And you can use any designer series paper. You guys know. You could also stamp like I did. You're welcome to do that. But I loved the ease of the designer series paper. And I'm going to show you guys a little bonus. So you know how, so I had extra designer series paper. I made a real quick card. I just took the extra and just made a really quick card. Happy birthday. You guys know sometimes we have those leftover pieces and we're like, what are we going to do with it? All right, let me go ahead and show you again how you're going to add. You're going to add, this is a Highland Heather, 3 1/4, right? Yes, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Remember, you're going to line that up on all 3 sides. Adhere that down. And I did go ahead and I have stamped and I colored with my Stampin' Blends. In your free download, in the free download is all the colors and whether I use light and dark. So I've got all that waiting for you. That is very crooked. So let's straighten that out. The good news is no one's going to see this flap. Let's make that a little straighter. I don't think I like that. All right. Everything has an option to repair. Right, guys? Okay. There's my Your How Old. Another wrinkle wiser. Look, I messed up on that one too. Stamped crooked. It happens. Nancy and I had too much coffee today. That's the problem. Okay, we're going to add that there. Let's do another little quick stamping with this little burst. I'll start with the Summer Splash. So again, you see my sentiment is hidden. So I stamp that in that upper left corner. So now with this one, we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to clean that stamp really quickly. Clean, clean, clean. And we'll come back in now with Highland Heather. And I'm going to rotate the stamp so it's going a different direction. We'll stamp there. And we're going to add that Summer Splash ribbon. And through the magic television, it's going to look like that. So yeah. You've got a lot of different options. You could use your baker's twine. You could use even a thicker ribbon. It's going to be really, really pretty. Friends, I love these cards. I just think they are so much fun. And I love the look of that ribbon. It really makes it a little extra festive, right? All right, friends. Let me go ahead. I'm going to flip myself over here. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for celebrating my birthday today. That was so much fun. Kathy says, I love the way you give instructions and your downloads. Yay. And excuse me, Joan is a new member of the membership site. I only know that it pops up green for me. So that's really cute. Melody's a super cute card. Gonna have to get that stamp set.
Connie.
Oh, Brent, did you say something?
I did. Michelle Quinn is also a new member.
Yes, Michelle. She's also a member of my team. So welcome, Michelle. So happy to have you. I appreciate you guys. Listen, we're going to have so much fun. By the way, let me go ahead and say, if you guys go over to the membership site, you have everything for March. You're also going to have everything for April. So this is kind of like our little bonus, right, Christina? We're just going to give you like this nice little bonus.
Everything for March is on there. Things for April are not on there.
Yeah, things for April aren't on there, but
they will be.
As we do April things, they'll be on there, but you'll have access to everything from March. So
you'll get access to all of the downloads and written tutorials and everything a day early, depending on what tier you join.
That was the one we forgot. Yeah.
Yes.
So you'll get the Tuesday tip videos early, and you'll get the downloads for Tuesdays and Thursdays early. So you'll kind of get that little sneak peek. Now, of course, I can't give you my lives early because they're
live.
But you'll have that download. You'll be all ready. In fact, if you kind of want to have some fun and create along with me, you can just go ahead and get everything ready on Thursdays and create with me. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited. I just think it's going to be a really great way that we can all connect and create together. And with so much happening, after the pandemic and all that, it's just so nice to have these opportunities to come together and create. And let's face it, sometimes it's just easier to create in our own stamping space because we have everything there. So we don't have to pack everything up. And speaking of that, you guys know what tomorrow is?
Tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm throwing a lot at you. And I apologize. We did not really intend to kick off the membership site a day before Creative 8 retreat registration starts, but Creative 8 retreat, it's time for a spring retreat, you guys. April 25th and 26th. It's an online event. So we're all going to come together and we're going to create together. We're going to take an entire weekend, Friday and Saturday, to stamp and just enjoy ourselves and not do housework. Is going to be fantastic. Registration starts tomorrow. So if you get my newsletter, you'll get an email from me with the registration information. And if you register before Sunday night, you're going to get 4 bonus FunFold tutorials with videos. That's something new we started to do. So you're going to get video tutorials for your FunFold. So that's 4 extra. If you guys, Maria is like Creative 8 registration. So and Ron JP waiting to sign up for Creative 8. I love that you guys have enjoyed these fun retreats. I think this will be our 21st retreat. We've been doing it for 5 years. 5 years this month or next month, I guess, technically. But yeah, it's been, when the world shut down, we said, we've got to find a way to keep connecting with people. And so Creative 8 team came together. We have had a blast, and I'm thrilled to see so many of you who have been to the retreats and love them. Michelle says she's going to be on a cruise and she'll miss it. Well, you know what, Michelle? I get that. The good news is, even if you can't be there live, you still can join. The cool part is you can just go on and watch the lives whenever you want and craft. It's fantastic. You'll get an email tomorrow with all the details. So be watching for that. And if you aren't getting my newsletter, be sure to sign up for that. If you go to simplysimplestamping.com, you're going to get a pop-up and just fill it out. I promise I'm not going to sell your information or anything like that. But yeah, we'd love to have you guys join us. Yes.
Do we have sneak peeks for next week?
I can swing around my table and get them.
Please do.
Okay, hang on. Okay. So next week, we're going to be using the mixed florals. Oops, let me move my camera down. The mixed florals and something fancy. Let me show you what we're going to make.
Connie,
right.
Debbie
So we're going to create.
just joined.
What?
Debbie C just joined.
Hey, thank you, Debbie. I'm so excited to have you. This is what we're creating next week. And I don't know if you guys can see, this is Stampin' Up's 2-toned cardstock. Have you guys been seeing this? This stuff is so cool. I'm covering up a lot of it, but I want to show you some ways to use this cardstock because it's beautiful. And then how about a masculine version? Here you can really see the 2-tone. So a great card for the men and gorgeous, gorgeous card. Yeah, these are really fun accordion cards. That's what we're going to create next week. So join me. I hope you guys will be here for that. It's going to be a good time. And with that, everyone, I think I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Have a great Thursday. Enjoy your weekend. I hope you have sunshine just all over the place because we're all so ready for spring. And we'll see you guys next week. All right. Love you. Bye-bye.